Sakuems. So this video is going to be a product review, and actually it's a subscription box review. But I've been basically in I guess contact with other subscription box and art supplies based kind of box. I believe there's at least 3 that I know. There's Sketchbox, Art Snacks, and Scrawlrbox, and the only one I have is Scrawlrbox, and I'm gonna tell you why, and then I'll just get into the actual review. So I hope you like this video. Long story short, basically I contacted Sketchbox, which is another subscription box, a long time ago, in order to be in one other box featured and work with them, because they have this, I guess, featuring program for artists. But so I was like, hey, that could be nice to work with them. Maybe I can then push the box on my channel, because I have potentially thousands of people might be interested, because the Sketchbox it's kind of like, hey, I'm making an artwork with a set of tools, and then people will receive the tools and try to, I guess, replicate the same kind of artwork. And so I thought that was a very interesting kind of project, and so I contacted Sketchbox, and basically they told me that they didn't pay artists to be in their boxes, even though they asked me to provide use of the specific artwork that will make for them for 2 years on their website and for thousands of prints in their boxes without getting any kind of royalties. And so I didn't like this kind of methods, because I believe that the print or the artist, if you feature them, but if you use the art as a way to advertise for the box, then it's added value. So I feel like the artist should be paid. So I didn't want to really review their box at all, because I just didn't like their methods. So I kind of stopped the conversation then, and at the same time, or I guess around the same time, I also contacted Scrawlrbox, because it's a different kind of company. First of all, the person behind it is a former artist, so he knows the struggle of making a living and everything around being a full-time artist. And it's a very smaller company. They're based in the UK, and it's not as at first I thought that we're kind of on the same page as Sketchbox, but they're not. I was able to talk to the person. We were just figure things out, and basically the difference between this box, Scrawlrbox, and Sketchbox. For Scrawlrbox, you don't know what's going to come inside. They don't advertise the artist. It's a surprise. So they don't use the art inside as a promotional kind of deal. So I like the fact that you can discover artists, although the company is very small and they have very low margins because they don't have enough yet, and they pay the 99%, I guess, of the cost goes into the actual supplies inside. And from what I saw, based on a few reviews that I found online, I believe that the value of the tools is a tiny bit better, because they use kind of famous brands, whereas Sketchbox try to promote more indie kind of brand, and sometimes they're not the best quality. I mean, I can't compare every boxes. I'm just comparing this one, which I believe is the January box, with the Sketchbox January box that I found online. I found a couple of reviews, and the Sketchbox is definitely more expensive than the Scrawlrbox, and I based that on getting just the cost of the box, not with shipping, because of course it's different, but this one is cheaper. I believe Sketchbox was $40, and this is actually £15, which is about, I think, $25. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't exactly. I think it's just cheaper overall. But the tools inside are pretty good quality. And so I was a bit in defense about making a review, because I don't want to be hey, check this out, it's amazing. Get this box to support the artists. Just so you know, it's a disclaimer here. Just so you know, with what I found out, I believe that none of those boxes yet, or don't know yet, on supporting by like financially give a share of the revenue they make for the artists. If you get this type of boxes, you are getting it for the supplies inside, and if it's what you want, then it's a good box. It's really nice. It's just something that you should know. I thought I would just like include that in the review, and so you can see that this video, I guess my point of view is going to be based entirely on the supplies itself and overall the service that they provide you with, and not like the support of the artist. If you do want to support the artist that they're featuring, you have to go on their website, because they always include like a little card and some artworks, and that's like just check them out and maybe like share their posts or like share their YouTube videos if they have a channel and things like that. This is how you can like help the artist feature to just be like, I guess, more famous. So that being said, now I got the box, and I believe it's if I had to pay for it, that would have been £20 for me, which is about 27 euros, I think, which is quite pricey, I think, and I don't know yet based on the value, like on everything inside, because I already checked. I don't know for sure if it's worth that, but that's probably because I already have way too much art supplies anyway. If you're like into discovering new things and challenging yourself and try to like recreate different kinds of styles and of artwork every month, I think this is a good box. And like I said, it's a small company, so I think it's better to, if I had to pick, I will definitely support a smaller company that is like owned by an artist, because I guess it's just it's better in my opinion. But so that being said, sorry it's already super long, but I kind of wanted to have like this little talk about it before. So now on to what's actually inside. So £15 for the box. I believe they ship worldwide. I know they ship to France, and that was £5. So there is a sticker, which I believe is the logo of the company. And so it comes with different art supplies and a little stuff, like printy stuff. So I'm just gonna put everything out and get the box out of the way, so we can take a look at everything that's in here. So we have a lollipop, which I saved for the purpose of this video. I haven't touched it yet. I believe there's going to be a candy in every box, which I think is a nice treat, literally. So you got that. Then we have a little pamphlet, like I don't know how it's called, whatever. This little list of things with the theme of the month and the I guess a little more information about each tool that you get with the box. And so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tools this month, and the theme of the box is called Abstract Doodles, and it's from the artist I Got the Doodles, and is making abstract little, like, I guess cartoony character mix. It's very intricate, very like complex, and it's like lots of lines and characters mixed together, and yeah, this is kind of like a doodly art. And I'll insert his link so you can check it out, check him out on Instagram. But this was the theme of this month, and this is definitely the kind of art that I wouldn't like go for if I knew it was this type of art, but I kind of like the fact that it was a surprise and that you can challenge yourself making something different. So why not? I mean, it's definitely interesting, and it's very different from what I usually do, so I guess it's still fun. But this is the artist, and so what they do is basically they include this little print as a bonus, and then you have an actual larger line art version, so you can color it yourself. And I did like little things just to try out the markers, but basically we have that if you want to color it. And they also include the same kind of paper, and this is for their Scrawlrbox challenge. I think they do that every month, and so I believe the technique is more like doodling and scribbling with like a pencil, which I did like. I remember doing that in like high school. I was just like doing creepy like little scribbly things and try to find like characters inside the lines. And I think that's what this person, the artist, is doing. So the technique is just like scribbling a lot and then finding, like, select the lines that you like, and then use the black marker to outline and then color. And so you can use this paper, which is like basically a thick cardstock. But yeah, so that's that for like little prints and that the artist. And the supplies they give you are basically the ones that you can use to make this type of artwork. So we have Faber-Castell 10 grip color marker, and I believe there are actually water-based marker, you know, just like regular water-based marker, which I'm not a fan of. You know, I like copic markers. I always think that water-based marker are kind of bad, but I believe that for this type of coloring it's pretty much enough, because it's no shading, it's just plain coloring, so I guess it will work out. You can, I don't know if you can really tell that, but there's no shading, there's just black and plain colors. So this type of markers will work. I wouldn't use copic markers for this type of coloring anyway. Copics are good just if you want to layer different shades. Then the next is a Pitt Artist Pen, a big brush in a cold gray 4. So I really like this type of brush. I didn't know they make like super thick one, but this is what you get. This is what you would have gotten if you got a January box, but this is a high quality waterproof India ink marker. It's just like a very smooth brush, and I guess it could be nice for like sketching or like tone artwork, like on a sketchbook. So this is pretty good value, and this type of marker is, I think, at least 3 or 4 euros. I know that I have like the small brush, and they were about 3 euros, so that probably is at least 5 or something. This is quite pricey, but yeah. So that we have a very good like statement piece. This is a liner, basically a Sakura Pigma Micron 0.1. So this is a very fine liner, and I will definitely use this because I really like a very fine line. There is a black marker, which I think you will use to for like thicker lines. Yeah, because we have like thicker kind of thing, like contouring kind of stuff. I haven't used the tools at all, so I'm just trying to figure out what they are for. And the last thing they gave, which is very interesting, is an actual like mechanical pencil, but this one is a Koh-i-Noor Toison d'Or 5900, and I think it's a 2mm. Yeah, it's a 2mm clutch pencil that's labeled as that. Oh yeah, and there's a sharpener somewhere. I think this little thing, if I can remove it, you just, if I can capture that, you just rotate it next to it and it just sharpens your nails. And I also have graphite powder everywhere. But yeah, so that's the supplies. And I guess I'm just gonna do like a little demo. I'm gonna color, like, I don't know if I'm gonna color this. I think it would be funnier and more interesting if I was actually trying to do the challenge, like scribbling and finding little characters. This is very new to me, so we'll see how this goes, and I hope you like it. So I'm just gonna speed up that part and maybe just like do some voiceovers, and yeah, so let's try. So at first I scribbled a lot of like lines and stuff, and then I tried my best to find little like characters or faces, and like that was definitely harder than what I thought. I couldn't really picture anything, but I just tried my best to, I guess, just see it a very like cartoony kind of style, because this is definitely not what I'm usually doing. But it was a lot of fun, but actually took a long time, so I had to trim and just do half of the paper. And when I was happy with like all the designs, I used the marker and the liner to line all my work. And yeah, I guess
I really like that I was able to just do something different, you know, and I kind of think that's like one of the added value of this type of box is that you can discover new artists and you can also just challenge yourself and do something different and fun every month. And so I believe that if you really love that, then I think the cost, like, it totally worth it. And so yeah, basically that's my attempt trying to replicate the style of this artist. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I don't know if I ever, like, I don't think I will reuse that, but definitely nice to know that I'm able to do this type of cartoony stuff. But yeah, that's about it for this video. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.